The Home Secretary Theresa May has admitted she was briefed in advance about the use of anti-terror powers to detain the partner of a Guardian journalist at Heathrow. But she said she did not play any part in the decision to do so. David Miranda was carrying journalistic information from Berlin to the Guardian writer Glenn Greenwald in Rio when he was held in the airport's transit lounge. He now says he'll mount a legal action to challenge his 9-hour detention and reclaim the confiscated material. And The Guardian's editor, Alan Rusbridger, has revealed that Whitehall forced him to destroy other data, as Jane Death reports.
Who ordered the detention of David Miranda, the partner of a journalist who exposed mass email surveillance? Downing Street insists they didn't direct it. The White House says it got a heads up. When police stopped David Miranda at Heathrow, was he carrying journalistic material or sensitive stolen information? Has national security been protected or press freedom damaged? Number 10 now says it knew of the police's decision to hold Mr. Miranda for 9 hours under the Terrorism Act, but it denied political involvement. Yet The Guardian says it's suspicious Mr. Miranda was stopped at Heathrow, where a section of the Terrorism Act allows officers to stop people without having to suspect them of being involved in terrorism. David Miranda told Brazilian television they asked about his entire life, but not one question about terror. He says they asked what was my role in this NSA document story. I explained I don't have any direct involvement with these documents. He's now taking legal action over his detention and to stop the authorities examining the data on his computer and phone. Tonight, the Home Secretary revealed she was briefed before police moved in on David Miranda.
I think it's right, given that it is the first duty of the government to protect the public, that if the police believe somebody has in their possession highly sensitive, stolen information which could help terrorists, which could lead to a loss of lives, then it is right that the police act, and that's what the law enables them to do.
But senior Conservatives have condemned how the law's been used.
Using terrorism powers for something that doesn't appear to be a terrorism issue brings the whole remit of the laws passed by Parliament to address terrorism into disrepute.
Labour's demanding to know the precise reasons for stopping Mr. Miranda.
Protecting us against terror is extremely important, and that's why it needs to be done within the rule of law and in a way people can have confidence in.
The editor of the paper David Miranda's partner, Glenn Greenwald, was working for, has said journalism is being treated as terrorism. Glenn Greenwald got the scoop with fugitive US security agency whistleblower Edward Snowden, blowing wide open mass surveillance by America. Editor Alan Rusbridger says he had phone calls from and meetings with shadowy Whitehall figures who said, "You've had your fun, now we want the stuff back."
We insisted that we would destroy it. And they said we would like somebody to supervise that destruction and to tell you how to destroy a hard disk. They came down to the basement with us. Under their instruction, we disabled the computers.
This was on the 20th of July, and this is what was left of the computer that held the Snowden files.
I explained to them that Glenn Greenwald, our reporter in Brazil, had a copy and that there was another copy in America, so there didn't seem much point in destroying it because it wouldn't stop our reporting, but nevertheless they insisted on it or go to law.
But some have expressed surprise the newspaper didn't fight all this.
To see an independent newspaper destroy material under threat from a government is very, very disturbing, both that the government made those threats, but for whatever balance of judgment calls the Guardian made to see them do it, it's very disturbing.
Tonight, many are saying the use of terrorism legislation in connection with the story at the heart of this is disturbing too.